Okay. My name is Felista Makini. I'm the Deputy Director General Crops in KALRO. And KALRO is an organization that is mandated to develop technologies, innovations, management practices that teams for crops and livestock. And so, we are nationwide. We have 17 research institutes and several centers which are undertaking research in the different commodities which I've mentioned in crops and livestock. And so this institute, first of all, is the only coffee research institute we have in the whole country. And its mandate is so important because we all know coffee is a cash crop and contributing quite a bit to the GDP. And it is our cash crop, which many even have attested to having been brought up with that funding. And so for us to have this project, it means a lot for the nation, because there are many areas that have been requiring these seeds and seedlings, coffee seedlings, because we are also expanding to the non-traditional areas of coffee. And so having adequate seed is going to really help with that expansion so that we may be able to get more farmers growing coffee, and this may increase the livelihoods and improve the livelihoods of many Kenyans. And so it is a very important project. To us, it means a lot, especially in these times of drought, because we know climate change has become quite an issue in our country, and I know it's not only our country, even in other countries. And so having an irrigation system that can increase the seeds and seedlings is going to have a great impact even to the whole nation, not only to this county, Kiambu County, but to the whole country. And so we really appreciate TICA, we appreciate the 2K government for this contribution. Thank you.
Okay.
Look at me.
Okay. My name is Eyüp. I am the director of TICA Kenya office. Here today we are gathered here for the project, launch of a project which is related with establishment of drip irrigation system and a model nursery for coffee seedlings. This project consists of mainly three parts. First of all, we install a drip irrigation system for 2 acres garden, coffee seed garden, and also we establish a nursery for coffee seedlings. And the third part is fixing the main water pump. So with that way, now in this campus, Coffee Research Institute, all the farms can reach water easily. This is the part related with this project. TICA is a Turkish governmental development agency. We have had an office in Kenya for 11 years, and within this time period we implemented more than 200 projects in many sectors, includes agriculture, health, education, capacity building, and so many different sectors too, income generating projects. And also, of course, we are planning new projects for this year, for 2023. And our focusing area for Kenya, our priority is mainly agriculture and income generating projects. So within this main focus, we try to start some new projects related with this sector in different sides of Kenya. And also we are aware of that, especially for last couple of years, drought is one of the most important problems of Kenya. Because of that reason, we try to implement projects related with drought. Last year, we did some water pan projects for arid and semi-arid lands of Kenya, and we will do these water pans this year too for different parts of Kenya, and also some drip irrigation system projects. We will proceed to implement such kind of projects. And together with this, we will work different institutes of Kenya some critical institutes of Kenya. For example, Nairobi Beekeeping Institute will be one of our potential partners for this year. We will support them last year, and we will support them. We supported them last year, and we will support them this year too for a production unit project.
So
These
when
are.
it comes to this particular project, especially now, seed, normally seed is usually a challenge for many farmers.
Yes.
And you're talking about multiplication of seeds. Maybe in terms of tonnage, what kind, the program that you have put, maybe in terms of tonnage, how will it
Okay.
be able to,
Okay.
and how much?
As we know now, Kenya demand for seed is 4 tons per year. But before our project, this institute can produce half of that, 2 tons. And we believe that with the help of this project, it can reach to 4 tons. And it means that it will meet all the demand of Kenya in terms of seeds. Of course, after seeds, they will produce some seedlings. But we believe that with the help of this project, we will double the existing production, and which will meet all the demand of Kenya.
I am Dr. Erija Gichuru, the Institute Director of Coffee Research Institute, which is one of the institutes under Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization. Our mandate is to serve the coffee value chain in terms of provision of solutions and services. And one of the services we want, or we always wish to, to attain, is provision of adequate, quality coffee planting materials, and more so of the improved coffee varieties. Now, that is the basic requirement for us to boost our national production from the current 40 to 50,000 metric tons to double that, triple, and so on and so forth, as much as we have productive plants and enlarge the area under production. The current varieties are not resistant to our diseases, which leads to low productivity because of loss due to the diseases. Same time, the cost of production is very high because of protecting the plants. Now, the environment, we are conscious about the environment. The market, the consumers are also conscious of what is used to produce what they consume. With the varieties which do not require input in terms of pesticides to protect them, then we are good to go, even go towards production of organic coffee. And in a system which is not reliant on the environment, we can sustain whatever the services want to produce in terms of improved coffee seeds. Now, the system we have put on ground is targeting one of our latest improved coffee variety by the name Batian. The current requirement or demand is about 4 tons as we have hand, and we are able around the nation with our different seed gardens to produce about just half of that. But what we have installed today can produce, let's say on long-term average, because of management of the canopy, about 1.5 to 2 tons. That's about 40 to 50% of the current requirement. And in future, then we will have more demand as we campaign to increase coffee production, both in terms of the area and the productivity per unit area and per tree. Now, what is happening is that from this site, we will have cheaply produced coffee seeds because the system is cheaper to operate. We will have a sustained way of production because it will not be relying on the environment per se. That means at least 30 to 40% of what we project to be demanded in the near future will be supplied from this plot alone. Coupled with our other seed gardens, then we will satisfy the local market in an easier and sustainable manner. We are so happy that this came at this moment when actually the effects on the ground, we can see how dry it is, yet we have just come into the dry period. It's like we were here before. the quality of the seed when it is not well irrigated is always not as good because the coffee is light, it's not well fed. So the performance out the field in terms of germination is also not of high quality. But with a system like this, then we are able to, mitigate all of those functions.
So, Dr. when you talk about it being cheap for the ordinary farmer, where are we moving from? From what to what? Currently, what has it been? And now, if it's going to be cheaper, how much is it?
Okay. Well, the traditional way of irrigating coffee, including our seed plots, has been by overhead irrigation. Okay. The traditional way of irrigating our coffee, including the seed gardens like these ones, has been by overhead irrigation, which requires a lot of energy, whether it's electric or it is diesel in terms of generators. Here, what you require will be more like power to put the water into the tanks. From there, it flows. Then you come to the economy of water use efficiency. After it is there, it goes to the right point where it is required in a small amount without, going all over the farm, feeding the weeds, feeding the roads, feeding the canopy, when you know your requirement is at the root level. So we will have an efficient way of using less water, so you don't have to pump a lot, which will be, in quotes, wasted in the farm, and you can have a system also which is energy efficient. So at the end of the day, it is even more sustainable than what we have traditionally. It is a matter of capacity building. And the same material or the system will be used now to train our stakeholders, so that along the line, even those who are doing it commercially, they can adopt the system and have the benefits of having this kind of irrigation system.
So does this mean that huge cut in cost of production, will it also translate to cheaper seedlings for the farmer? Or will the cost of seedlings come down?
Now, that is an anticipatory question, and we are saying this is a fraction of what we'll be able to produce. So it is the total economics which now will tell us what we need to change to recover the cost of production of the seeds and the seedlings that we produce as an institution. But if we even don't look at the individual cost of the unit, what is the long term in terms of cost? Because if you have no seed to produce today, and I don't plant today, 3 years down the line, I have no plant to harvest. So there is also a cost of not benefiting from having the plant to plant today.
So is there a reason why you've done it on Batian instead of the...
It's okay.
Yeah, start of course with your name.
Okay. My name is Moses Gaza, MCA Morera Ward. Today I'm happy I'm here at Jakarta. We have a project and we want to thank the... Okay, thank you. Okay, my name is Moses Gaza, MCA Morera Ward. I want to take this time to thank the Turkey government for the support they have given to our people. As we are aware, coffee has been a black good in Kenya. And when you see anybody who is coming to support us to revive the coffee farming, we really appreciate for that. We have another new technology which is not overhead. Now you are using drip, which is saving a lot on wastage of water. And this is hard for us as a county because we have been having a shortage of water. And when you see somebody which is helping us for that, we really appreciate, because previously they have been using overhand, and now they'll be using drip. This will also help us as a community to create more employment, because we'll be having more seedlings, quality seedlings, which will help us to improve the coffee farming. Another issue, as a county, we are going to look in a way, and we are going to push for that, how we can subsidize the price of seedlings for farmers to get in a good price. We will be robbing, as we have been seeing most of the county, they have been supplying avocado seedlings to the farmers. So you'll be looking for that avenue, how even the seedlings for the coffee, they can be supplied to farmers in a subsidized price, which will help them to and encourage them to motivate more.
Maybe you can elaborate more on how farmers used to grow coffee, but now they have uprooted it.
In Kiambu, we have a challenge for farmers who have uprooted the coffee. But this is the high chance that we are encouraging them to go back to coffee farming. This is a black gold, which is going to help them. Most of them, they have uprooted because they didn't have the quality seedlings and the quality coffee. And now, because we are having this project, it is going to help the coffee farmer that to have a quality coffee, which will give him a good product. So that's okay.